episode. Gas Network presents Sports for the Culture.
I'm here with the family.
Bryce, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Melo,
Gruff Lion.
T-Buggy, man.
To the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
What up? Yo, it's time for Gas Presents Sports for the Culture. Everybody tuning in at home, man. If you got kids, make sure you tuck them in. Pour yourself an adult beverage. You know what I'm saying? Get you into whatever you get into. Get you in your comfortable chair. Put your headphones on and lock in. We in for a ride, baby. It's the gang. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. I'm the host for the evening. My name's Gruff Lion. You can check me right here on the @name. This is my attitude today. I don't care, man, because, you know, it's the best way to live life, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 ways to live your life, they say. Yeah, I don't got time for that today. But, T, go ahead. Top right. Introduce yourself.
It's your man T-Buggy, man. I'm here. You know, wash your hands, wash your ass. I know what it is. Hey, it's going to be a good episode. A lot of stuff that I really want to talk about. And, I don't know. Shout out to my son football team, City Life Raptors, 7U. 35-0 this week, 1-0 to start the season. And so shout out to those little guys.
Word. Shout out to everybody, youth sport. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out here living the dream, bro. That's what's up, man. Bottom left.
It's your boy Young Rome 22 on all socials, as you already know. I too am excited for tonight's show, man. I'm honestly a little inspired by my guy Blue Cup Boogie. So tonight I'm gonna introduce the world to Red Cup Rome, one time for you. So now I'm just playing. But I want to give a shout out to my son's 7U football team as well, the Warriors, who also had a 30-0 victory this weekend. Yeah, man, youth sports, man. It's a whole lot of fun.
All right. That's right. And last but not least, man, bottom right.
It's your boy D-Melo, and I'm out here. I'm back. I thought I got COVID last week, but it was just a respiratory infection. Your boy tested negative 3 times, baby. The second kind of negative you want in your life when you're not trying to get a girl pregnant. You heard? We in here, baby. I'm back.
Oh, man.
Always good to have you, G. Always good to have you.
Always the last, man. Always the last when we with the gas, man. So, yeah, man. Y'all give me a good segue, man. I talk about youth football, man. We had some conversations about the young generation, man. So, I mean, we got to talk about the young generation. We got to talk about the older generation. So, with what the new comes with the it's the passing of the torch, man. So Cam Newton, bro, we gotta talk about Cam Newton, bro, because a lot of y'all guys had high hopes for Cam Newton this season, man. And I mean, I'm not gonna say his season is over, but the season is over with the New England Patriots, the team that he signed a 2-year deal with, or whatever the case may be. Cam Newton's out with the Patriots. Mac Jones is now the starter. Not even worth keeping him as a backup, my guys. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with Cam Newton, bro? Like, what kind of thoughts do y'all have, man? I know this is a very touchy topic for some of y'all. So I'm going to go with the reasonable answer first. I'm going to go with G, man. What do you think about Cam Newton getting cut?
Man, it sucks because I was really having high hopes for Cam. I thought Cam would at least get this honest opportunity this year. With the COVID, gone through in and out of his system. Hopefully he couldn't catch it again. Hopefully it would have been right. A lot of the Patriots players are back. And I'm thinking, like, yo, it's going to be his shot. He got it. And just for him to get cut, I was pretty devastated to the sense, like, I'm a Cam Newton fan myself. Like, I thought the man had it. If you got somebody like Ted Bridgewater being a starting quarterback, Jameis Winston, and Sam Darnold as a starting quarterback, I'm sure Cam was a starting quarterback in New England. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, when he got cut, I'm like, it got to be something about this kid, man, that the Patriots are going with now at this point. You're telling me Bill Belichick knows something that we don't know?
Yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm hearing a lot of names being thrown out there, but you know what I'm saying? I think what really matters is the tape, you know what I'm saying? And we're not watching what's going on. But obviously, you know, we have this expectation, this legacy that's attached to Cam Newton. Rome, I know how you feel about Cam Newton. So I'm actually going to save you for last. T, let me hear what you got to say.
Hey, look, man. I believe the children are the future. That high school kid called Cam Newton ass, and he ain't recovered since. All right.
There we go.
I mean, that's just what it is. But no, I
Nailed
mean,
it.
look. This comes down to obviously Mac probably played decent. From what I heard, he played better than expectations. But at the end of the day, if you got an older quarterback, you got a young quarterback, and the older quarterback isn't like killing it. If they're neck and neck almost, you got to go with the young guy. And I feel like Cam, he probably really doesn't even fit what New England wants to do. And on top of that, I've heard whispers about it. This probably should be a bigger story. The guy's unvaccinated. To lose, so if your starting quarterback goes down, not because of injury, but because he tested positive for COVID and he's potentially spread it. That New England is a win-first organization, right? So obviously, you're not prioritizing winning first if you're rolling the dice like that off the field. So I think that's what it came down to, man. Mac played good. Cam was Cam, and he was unvaccinated. I think that unvaccination, that's probably the nail, the head, and the nail in the head, whatever, last straw.
The final nail in the coffin.
There
The final nail in the coffin. It might have been. It might have indeed been the last straw. You might be right. Look, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and jump in here, man, because this is ridiculous. First of all, T's right. That was the last straw. The whole COVID-19 thing, not being vaccinated. We could debate if that's fair or not in another sense. As far as it pertains to professional sports, if you're the quarterback, like T said, you're the leader of the team, you're supposed to lead by example, and you're not vaccinated while other players are, and you're the one who's going to hold things up. That's not going to fly. Not with most NFL teams. Definitely not with Bill Belichick. So let's be clear. That is what did Cam Newton in. That probably wasn't even just the last straw, the final nail. That was probably the nail that really did him in. Because if we're being serious, I don't know how much preseason football y'all watch, but I've watched every snap that Cam's taken in preseason. I've watched every snap that Mac Jones has taken in preseason. I've followed the reports from camp for both these guys. And while Mac Jones has played well, he's never played against the ones. He's never had to go in there and step up, and he wasn't playing when Chase Young and all those guys were playing when they played Washington. He played against the backups in the second and third quarter in the other two preseason games. So we'll see how Mac Jones does come week one against, I believe it's your Giants, G. I think they have them up first.
No.
Or is it the Dolphins, actually? It might be the Dolphins.
The Dolphins, yeah.
Silly wrong.
That's a tough defense right there, and we expect Mac Jones to come out and do what exactly against one of the best defenses in the league with the Miami Dolphins. I think the Patriots made a mistake. I don't think Mac Jones is going to come out there and win. I don't see that. I don't know how anyone sees that. If Cam Newton couldn't do it with that roster, with Jacoby Myers dropping passes left and right, I don't know what makes you think Mac Jones is going to come out there and do it.
Bro, think about the off season that they had. All those free agents that they signed, those tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
They got Jonathan Smith.
We got what is it? It's August 31st. We got
Bourne.
Aguilar. They have Aguilar. That's what we're celebrating right now. Okay.
No, we're not saying that.
We can wait on this. We can wait on this. We can wait on this.
New England has traditionally won without big name receivers. Historically, that's
and they also that tradition was with Tom Brady. So right now you're comparing Mac Jones to Tom Brady. Mac Jones is going to be Tom Brady-esque.
Nah, I mean,
you're right. You're right.
Swag.
Stop with the BS.
Nah, it's not that, bro. Rome trying to win the debate with Geraldo. That's not even the debate, bro. Let me get you, Rome, real quick. This is where you wrong, bro. You don't understand, bro, is that you looking at things from the eyes of a viewer, bro. You are a viewer. You said you watch every snap of preseason football. Fantastic, bro. That doesn't mean anything, bro, because you think that Bill Belichick is putting out all his best stuff in the preseason? He's got all types of stuff going on behind the scenes, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you see; it's what he sees, and he's not going to show you his full hand. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, but what I see is Mac Jones going against lesser competition, and what I'm gonna see week one is him getting smacked in the mouth against lesser competition and throwing picks left and right against against the Dolphins. Mark it down. He'll have a multiple interception
No,
game. That
look,
week
I mean,
one. Week one,
You
he
sound
throws.
personally offended.
He
You
throws.
sound
Mac
personally
Jones.
offended.
Mac Jones will throw at least 2 interceptions in week one. At least 2.
All right, hold on.
think about this. Hold on.
Whatever happened, Mac Jones is a new guy. Before we go, because he really coming hard on Mac Jones. Mac Jones ain't did nothing to you, bro. So are you personally offended? Let's get
Mac-
to the root of this, bro.
I said it before the draft. Mac Jones is a bust. It didn't need to be New England. Mac Jones wasn't gonna be good regardless of where he went. He's not it. That's the wave I'm on.
So you not liking Mac Jones doesn't have anything to do with the fact that Cam Newton is like, a hero in a sense to you, and you're a little hurt. Does that have anything to do with your?
All right. Look. It is true that I am a huge Cam Newton fan. It is fact. I have a little one in there whose name just happens to be Cam as well. Coincidence? Maybe.
To the root of it now.
Coincidence? Maybe not.
At all. Not at
all I'm saying is Cam Newton got done in really for his lack of being vaccinated, and that might hurt him on the waiver wire. That's going to take him longer now to get signed to another team. I believe you have to wait 5 days. There's more to it for non-vaccinated players than there are vaccinated players if you're a free agent. So we'll see how Cam maneuvers not being vaccinated and trying to be on a NFL roster this season as a leader. But I think there's a couple teams that he might end up on.
Why he gotta make it hard for himself, though,
one of them is one of your favorites.
Hold on. Before we get to
I don't know what source you got that from, bro.
Hold up. Before we get to that,
I heard he was linked to the Cowboys.
Before we get to where
No
Cam
way.
might go, right? All right, Cam obviously did himself no favors not getting vaccinated, right? But
Definitely.
they didn't have to release Cam. They could have made him QB2. They released the guy. Not only did they release him
for a reason.
Hold up. Not only did they release him, they released Brian Hoyer, who knows that offense in and out. To me, that is a huge vote of confidence for Mac Jones. I mean, if you're going to roll the dice with a young quarterback, it would make sense to keep Hoyer. You're going in with Mac Jones and Jared Stidham. To me,
when has it ever made sense to keep Brian Hoyer for anyone ever at any point?
To teach a young quarterback.
Come on. Don't make me fry Brian Hoyer up, bro. Come on, Brian Hoyer. That man wife probably don't even want to keep him, man. Come on.
Bro, are you telling me you already don't like Mac Jones? You would be confident with Jared Stidham?
I like Jared Stidham more than I like Mac Jones. And I'm on record. We could run the tape. I was a Jared Stidham guy. But look, Mac Jones ain't going to be it. And Jared Stidham probably not going to be it either, if we're being honest. The reason you don't keep Cam Newton is because those guys can run the more traditional New England offense that they're accustomed to running. Whereas Cam Newton has proven that he really can't do that, especially at this age, at least not consistently. So I think it makes more sense for Cam Newton to end up in a place where they might have a QB who kind of has an offensive style like Cam. I wonder what team has a QB like that, a young QB with a similar style to Cam Newton.
Arena Football League, XFL.
Nah, y'all tripping. Y'all
Bishop Sycamore.
Y'all tripping. Shit.
Bishop Sycamore.
Y'all tripping. So you're not going to credit the Nick Saban and Bill Belichick connection on why Mac Jones got the job?
What connection?
Ooh, gee, you dropping gems.
Nick Saban and Bill Belichick are like best friends, right?
No, that's not why
they're not friends.
Bro, listen, that's understandable. I clearly see that's why Mac Jones got the job. There's something that Nick Saban told Bill Belichick about this kid, and Bill Belichick must have seen it during preseason for him to say, fuck it, I could cut Cam.
All it comes down to is Cam, at this point in his career, is a known commodity. If you're going to lose, you might as well roll the dice on the young guy. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not going to tell me Cam Newton is not good enough to keep a starting job.
He'll be on a team.
He's not. I've been saying it for almost a year now. If Fitzpatrick
could get a job, if Fitzpatrick could be a starting quarterback for the Washington football team, you telling me Cam Newton can't be a starting quarterback?
Fitzpatrick's arm isn't dead. Like Cam Newton's arm is a third of what it used to be, bro. And he's not that athletic anymore. And he's not consistent. Like he's not consistent, bro. That's what it comes down to, bro.
I'm not saying you can't go out there and win you games. But what I am saying is, in New England, where winning is prioritized, Cam might not be the guy for that demographic. You know what I'm saying?
If anybody had a good look at what Cam Newton has left in the tank, it was New England. Like New England signed him to a longer deal, right? They re-signed him. Like they could have let him just do whatever, right? So if anybody knows what Cam Newton's got left, it's New England, bro. And they let him walk. So that tells me everything I need to know. That is
All right,
expired,
if
past
you're
expiration date.
if you're the Dallas Cowboys and you have Dak, who's coming back from the ankle injury, had the sore arm, could potentially get hurt again. You just cut Ben DiNucci and some other dude, I forgot his name already, as your backup quarterbacks. I think they got Cooper Rush as their backup quarterback right now.
Yeah.
If you're the Cowboys, do you not take a serious look at Cam Newton right now?
Well, I think if you're the Cowboys, you do. I think you do.
No.
If you're the Cowboys, because the Cowboys don't. They just like you, Rome. They just be bringing in names and stuff. You know. That's what they do.
You gotta link Cam to both Texas teams, right? Dak.
Yeah.
We don't know what his health is, so it makes sense there. There's a loaded offense. He wouldn't have to do but so much. And then the Texans obviously need a starter. So I mean, I think that's the first two places you want to look as far as where Cam goes. But does Cam want to be a backup? We've been through this before.
He probably doesn't want to be
a starting quarterback for every team in the NFC
East, except for Dallas.
Bro, wake up, bro. It's not 2016 anymore, bro. Come on, bro.
You're bugging, bro, because Jalen Hurts isn't better than Cam Newton.
Yes, he is, bro.
He's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's absolutely not.
Cam Newton is better than Daniel Jones. I can tell you that for sure. And he's better than Fitzpatrick. The only quarterback that y'all can't see and stand behind is Dak, because Dak is a starting quarterback. And Cam Newton is going to fight for that starting job in Dallas. And no one's going to want to see that shit show. Even Dallas can't afford to see that kind of shit show.
There's no way at this point in Cam's career is he better than Dak. There's no way.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And my point exactly is that Dallas can't afford to have Cam Newton in a backup position, because we all know the media is going to bet it's Cam versus Dak. Cam versus Dak. Whenever Dak is fucking up. The only place in the NFC East is going to be the Giants, the Washington football team, and then the Eagles. Because clearly none of our three quarterbacks, they're right in par with Cam Newton. None of them are better than Cam Newton.
Cam's not going to the NFC East, and it would not surprise me if nobody picked Cam up unless the number one went down for like a catastrophic injury. It wouldn't surprise me if he just went through the waivers unclaimed.
I can see him up in Denver, though. I just literally see him up in Denver.
Cam's definitely gonna get picked up.
Say he didn't want to be a backup? Like, isn't that Cam's work?
Yeah, and things change when reality hits. Look, I'm the biggest Cam Newton fan on the show right now.
What is reality for Cam Newton?
We've already established that.
The guy.
The reality is he's ass, bro. Just like the kid said, bro. That's the reality.
And look,
he's ass.
He's gonna have to.
He's a free agent. He's a free agent, bro.
He's gonna have to look in the mirror, or he's gonna have to watch Sports for the Culture and hear Scruff running him down, and he's gonna have to get it together. Because the fact of the matter is, Cam Newton fan or not, Cam has to. Cam's got to do better. He's got to do better. He just got replaced by Mac Jones. That's what it is right now. So wherever he winds up next, he's gonna have to accept whatever role it is, and when he gets his opportunity, he's gonna have the ball. That's just what it is.
Cam. It's a good comparison at this point.
It's not a good comparison, bro, because it's pro football, bro. It's not the NBA, bro. I know guys that are 50 that can still hoop like they're 30, bro. It's not the same, bro. When the noodle, when you lose the juice in your arm, it's over, bro.
Scruff, if you think Cam Newton can't play in the NFL no more, you're bugging. Like, if you really think Cam Newton is done, XFL or retirement, you're bugging.
Bro, I think he could play in the NFL, but I think he's not a quality starter, and he's probably not even the question is he even a starter at this point? That was the conversation. We've had this conversation before, bro. It's
the
conversation. It's been
a question. There's plenty of teams.
We don't know. He's on the low end.
Quick question.
Obviously on the low end, the caliber of starters. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got cut.
So who's the better starting quarterback, Andy Dalton or Cam Newton?
That's close. I'd say Cam Newton though.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton's 2 steps away from losing the starting job. What are we talking about here? That's a low bar.
Cam Newton or Jared Goff? Cam Newton or Jared Goff?
Jared Goff.
Goff.
That's Goff? Oh my goodness.
Okay. I like that one. So Tua or Cam Newton?
Tua.
Cam.
I know Cam's at the bottom,
There
bro.
you go.
No,
There you go.
look, this isn't the issue, right? The issue is not can Cam play football. We know he's a starting caliber guy. The issue is, does Cam Newton make sense to your organization? Because getting Cam Newton does not mean you're going on a Super Bowl run. All right, so what you got to do is you might want to develop a young guy. You got a Tua. You're not going to bring in Cam Newton. You're going to develop Tua. If you have Andy Dalton and Justin Fields, you're not going to bring in Cam Newton. You're going to develop Justin Fields. You're not trying. Right. Some of these organizations are not in win now mode. So you're going to develop your guy. And then the other organizations that are in win now mode, they have their guy. So the issue isn't can he play. The issue is, does he fit your situation? And I would think in most situations, he doesn't fit.
Bro, this isn't Madden, bro. This ain't a Madden created team.
At least 5
guys up, bro.
Newton start for and play for it.
This isn't fantasy football. You just can't plug them in your lineup.
It's not that simple.
Understandable. But we're saying, right? If you're like, let's say you have an opportunity for a situation like the Eagles, you know what I mean? Cam Newton can push that.
Bro, Cam Newton in December. Cam Newton and that quarterback.
It's so
much more messier, bro. It's already messy. You know.
No, I'm saying a healthy Cam Newton in December, November, where like you need somebody to play for you. A Cam Newton that has not gotten no sacks, healthy enough to play. You're not gonna plug him in. Let's say if your starting quarterback falls down and you're not in a free situation.
Maybe if your quarterback gets hurt, that's the only scenario I would see him getting a job, bro.
That would mean he's not on a roster going into the end of the season.
Right, which isn't good either, because then he's got to learn a new playbook, which also puts him.
That would mean he's sitting.
Plus the COVID thing. Honestly, if Cam Newton, I don't want to even make this about the vaccine, bro. But if he wanted to really like make sure that because he was already had everything going against him, bro. Like he didn't need another thing going against him, bro. For real.
The Texans, I'm trying to tell you, Houston makes the most sense. They're not going to win any games. Cam Newton can at least keep the fans coming to the stadium while Watson takes his suspension. They can't trade him. They can't trade Watson at this point. His value's crazy low. So that makes sense. So in my eyes, he can start in one organization. He's a backup everywhere else if he wants to be a backup.
Yeah. Well, that's a very, very good
Houston,
point.
I mean, so who traded for Watson then? Because he's not leaving.
Yeah,
Watson's going to be inactive every week.
He's too good to be getting cut.
Now, Cam Newton is an upgrade over Tyrod Taylor
and Jared Goff. But hey,
you're tripping, bro. You tripping, bro.
What we got up next, man?
I'm bringing in
y'all over here tugging on Superman's cape, man. Just give it a couple weeks. The Patriots will be looking like they got egg on their face.
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, I have seen a whole bunch of references to Cam being the quarterback at Bishop Sycamore. Have y'all by now? Have we all heard this story?
Nah, you got to school me. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a good one.
So basically, a team based out of Ohio finessed ESPN. I think using a clip from the previous season. I think they had a big quarterback. He made some plays, but either way, they finessed ESPN into getting 2 games within 3 days and 1 nationally televised game against IMG Academy. If you don't know what high school that is, they're down in Florida. I think the Orlando-ish area. They got a whole campus. They have the top players in the country in basketball and football and maybe another sport. They got a whole campus down there. But basically, they put together this fake high school to get on ESPN with a bunch of like junior college guys, dropouts, and they got smoked by IMG. They got smoked. They lost by damn near 60. And everybody's like, how could they do this? How could they do this? How could you pull this off? I don't know how you can pull this off, but stuff like this happens in basketball a lot. But it's crazy to see in football. It's crazy to see it on ESPN. And I don't know. That was just a story. National televised game. Some of them kids got to be on TV on ESPN, and they lost by 50. They got beat up, but
I don't know if you saw any of the broadcasts, man. The announcers were like, "Yo, this is bad. Somebody might get hurt." And all this.
They said the head coach has an active warrant out.
He does. Yeah, he's got an active warrant for his arrest right now. Somebody at ESPN
you gotta fake it till you make it.
Somebody slipped up hard, bro. Somebody ain't do the right background check on that one.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's an incredible story. It's just more of 2020, 2021. What are we gonna see next,
That was
man?
last year.
Because no, I'm just saying, since 2020, I feel like we've seen a lot of unprecedented nonsense, and this just
Oh,
fits the bill.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
just fits the bill, man.
but it's
But I
like
just wanted to,
yeah, that's. I say you gotta call that the great American dream, right? When you can finesse your way into something, you know to say you gotta fake it, you make it. They made it, but goddamn,
yeah, they made look, and I get it, right? Because say you have a bunch of junior college guys, and they go up there, and let's say they beat IMG. I don't care what happens after that. You're going to give some of those guys a look. I mean,
Yeah.
you're beating future pros. I mean, they got the number 2 quarterback in the country. They got the number 1 defensive lineman in the country. Like, you're going to, if you beat those guys, the team that you have, they'll get some looks. So I think that was the goal. Just do something good for these kids that had dropped out, I guess, and get them some looks. Obviously, it didn't work. It blew up. Football is not a sport where you can sneak in inferior talent and win a
And
game.
but I think you missed the point though, T, because it wasn't a team, effort win type situation. They weren't going for team victory. They were going for individual victories as a team. It's a little bit different. So they all had, like I said, they were all dropouts, right? There were, dudes that was in JUCO. They was trying to get their shot, bro.
That's
What I'm saying?
happened
They
in
were trying to
Dipper.
get a look. That's
They
what I'm
went for
saying. That's why
individual victories as a team.
that was actually genius. I mean, everybody who coordinated together, they were just trying to put on. They said, "How can we get the most eyes on us?" So they got an IMG. It's like a prep school, bro. Like it's like basically like a college before college. Everybody. So that's a really good look. Bro. That's a good look. So even though they got blown out as a team, anybody that happened to catch whim of anybody on that team that saw some type of decent tape, man, somebody getting a scholarship out of it, it's a win. So, hey, all for it, man. Somebody, ESPN might have lost their job, but couple kids probably got scholarships.
I mean, yeah, if you went out
good.
there and you
I'm good with that math.
locked up a
So who's
5-star receiver and you held him to like 2 catches, 15 yards, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
So who told on these fellas, man? I want to know who did the investigation afterwards. Like, what made them like, oh,
No,
probably told on
they
themselves.
realized during the game.
'Cause,
They realized
they were probably
it happened
like, what the
halfway
hell's going
through.
on?
Yeah.
it was 30-0 with like 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
In the second quarter, yeah. Bro, the announcers were like, "This is terrible." They were like literally like panicking, bro. Like
They were like,
it was a sight to see.
we can't confirm. They told us they had D1 recruits. We couldn't confirm it.
Yeah, they were on some like, we don't know who's out there at all right now. Like, this isn't safe. Like, these are civilians. Like, it was like,
Yeah,
it
I
was
saw
crazy,
the one
bro.
player. He was a high school junior in like 2017.
oh my God, what in Jesus' name is going on? Yo, that's nuts. And the fact, because I was looking at the pictures and the videos, bro, they had like legit equipment. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, they had helmets. The coaches had headsets. I mean, they made it look official. But I mean, if you go to IMG, right, and even if you don't go pro, you get to say, I played in the famous Bishop Sycamore game, and you go down in history for that one.
The fact that you could actually tell your friends, yeah, we put 60 on a bunch of grown-ass men, and I was only in high school. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's fucking nuts. Damn. I'm sure they would get a bunch of Hennessy prior to the game.
Yeah,
I don't know, man, but
crazy story.
that's wild. It's a wild story.
Yeah,
That's a great story.
A lot of wild stuff going on these days, man. A lot of wild stuff going on these days. So I see some news today that, it made me laugh, man. It really did. It really made me laugh. I seen some news today. So I seen the news that Ben Simmons said that, he's not reporting to training camp. And he said that there's too much bad blood between him and the team. And he said he wants a request. It was a Western Conference executive that said that Ben Simmons wants to go to one of the 3 California teams. This guy requested trades by state. He asked to put that job relocation paper in, like he worked for UPS or something. But I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was funny, as a matter of fact, because actually there are 4 teams in California, as a matter of fact. So I thought that was a really funny. That was a real funny report. That's funny though because that's probably where he's gonna end up is the Kings. But I thought it was funny, man. Not just because of Ben Simmons, man, but I actually saw the reality of the situation is more like it just really felt like he was just treating it like a job, And the truth is, man, athletes are like they are professionals, right? They have jobs, right? They have I'm sure they have, preferred work locations, right? So that's what my guy thinks. Hey, I want to work in Cali. He got a house in Cali. He bought a house in Cali, but he signed a 6-year contract in Philly or whatever the heck fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? But okay, whatever. I'm going to get traded now to Cali. Okay. But what I'm thinking is like, just a big conversation. I'm a little mad because, this dude on my team and, he choked up in the playoffs. Now he's mad at us. It just seems backwards to me. But nonetheless, bro, it just makes me think about these players and, their job and where they want to live and their life and all that stuff. And we was talking about James Harden. It was all fun and games. But now it's Ben Simmons. I'm a little mad about it. But it is what it is. Dude need to get the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't trying to be here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't have you, bro. Because it's like, all right, look, dude, you was soft and, you got shook. What you mad at us for, bro? Like, that seems like a you problem. But that's just my personal opinion on that. More or less, though, I mean, what do y'all think about the situation, man? Do y'all think players should be requesting trades to certain states, I think it's interesting, though. I think it goes for, player movement and player empowerment and, job freedom and stuff. We all working remote. Who's to say Ben Simmons can't go live in California and hang out?
So
with
you're
Kardashians?
saying basically,
what do y'all think about this, man?
You're basically saying you're not into keeping players that ain't into being kept.
Yeah, I've never been into that.
And I get it. But what I don't understand is why is this such big news outside of him saying exactly where he wants to play? Why is this big news? We knew Ben Simmons wasn't going to be in Philly. I mean, even if he stayed in Philly, it would have been toxic. It doesn't make sense. I think this is to marketing to get those other teams out there to say, hey, let's see what we can do. Let's make a package. But it didn't make sense for him to stay. We've seen the Embiid and Simmons show. It didn't work. I don't think anyone is curious to see it ran back. I guess maybe a few Philly fans, but I'd like to see Ben Simmons in a fresh setting, man, and maybe shoot some jumpers. I think he can reinvent himself and win some games. And I don't think he has to go to a contender to win. I think he can easily go to another team and make them a viable playoff team.
No, but I think about you saying he want them California teams besides the Kings are all, great teams where he can just go be a role player.
Right.
To me, it seems like he don't want no work. He just wants to blend in and enjoy the sunshine.
That does speak a little bit to probably his mentality. But again, he's a young guy. He's from a different generation. All he knows
he ain't no Giannis. That's all I know. He ain't no Giannis, right? Because Giannis wants that work. Giannis is about that
freak.
Yeah, he's a freak. Ben Simmons is a freak too, but he's not that work ethic. No. Giannis took his game to the next level. He worked for it, bro. He wasn't born an MVP. He developed into an MVP. All right. Don't tell me that he was just born that way. Nah, whatever. Yeah, he's a freak. Whatever. So's Bol Bol.
That guy. He's not proven to be that guy.
Bro, he could be that guy, but he don't have that mentality. The thing is, that Giannis was about that work. Ben Simmons is about that life. You feel me? He just wants to live a lifestyle, bro. That's why I said, I'm going to go move to California. Like, that's some real.
I think you got to. There's a lot of factors that go into mentality and stuff. Like, Giannis is an African that grew up in Greece that ended up playing in the NBA. Ben Simmons is an Australian that was always going to play basketball. He was always. I think he played rugby too, but he was always going to be a basketball player. And I think it makes sense for him to want to go to California. He looks like a California guy. Didn't he date a Jenner or something at one point? A Kardashian, maybe?
See, that's really what the conversation is about. We really know Ben Simmons and Sixers, it was messed up relationship. But that's really what I thought was interesting. Was that he was trying to request a location preference. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought was interesting.
Why not? Why not?
I think it's ridiculous that a guy like Ben Simmons thinks he can request a location. Like, what is he? What am I missing here? Like, Ben Simmons doesn't deserve like that type of status to be like, oh, I want to go here. You go where somebody wants you, bruh. Like, you're not that nice to be like, oh, I'm only going to a California team.
Right.
I hope somebody in California wants you.
Yeah, exactly. Who's to say the Lakers or anybody wants to give up anything for you, bro? Like, or no, you want to go play with
Hold
LeBron?
on.
Like, is that what you want? You scrub?
Yeah,
Hey, Scrub.
everybody would be happy to have Ben
You want to
Simmons.
be LeBron's backup?
I
Come
mean,
on, bro.
offensively, right? He couldn't really shoot the ball. He didn't make plays when you need him to make plays down the stretch, but he's still one of the top 5 defenders in the league. He's still a top 5.
We
He's
got
still
enough
a
to
top
trust from.
player in the league.
I just want us to quote the old man Bryce. Not that he's old, got a little gray hair right now. All of a sudden, his birthday was last week. Happy belated, my boy. But run the tape. Remember when we talked about this about Ben Simmons? Y'all see how Nick's face was just like me, man, like he was ready to put on some black Air Forces and catch me outside. Like all of a sudden, my man got a whole smiley, like, yeah, I'm ready to trade him now. Like, what happened? What happened to whole keep Ben Simmons? I want that energy back. Because you're not about to switch up on us and be like, yo, he needs to go. I don't want to be fuck that.
Bro, that shit don't make no sense, bro.
What the Sixers got is a younger Rudy Gobert. And y'all are now realizing that. That's what y'all got. Because Rudy Gobert is not a scorer. He is legit a defensive guy.
Rudy Gobert is not a point guard either, G. That's the
Neither
problem.
Neither
is Ben Simmons. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They try to make him a super point guard. They should just made him a power forward, and maybe he wouldn't have to worry about all this. But they made him too much.
Power forwards have to shoot.
No, they don't.
Yes,
Nowadays.
Now, stretch four. You gotta
Bro, that's called a stretch four. There's other kind of power forwards, bro.
Not in this era.
Yeah, maybe when I was a youngster.
Literally, his best fit will be the Lakers because he has LeBron James, he signs with Rich, right? Who is board Rich, LeBron's board, right? I'm assuming that's his manager. So that's a perfect fit, and he's not worrying about shooting because.
So who would the Lakers package for Ben Simmons, bro?
That's the problem, right?
You can't package nobody. It's over for that.
That's what I'm saying. It's economics. You can't just request locations, bro. Like based on your traveler preferences, bro. This is economics, bro.
You can't look at James Harden.
No, you can't, bro.
Yes, you
Ben
can.
Simmons is not James Harden, though, bro. Like that is where I feel like there's a
got
difference.
back Oladipo, at least, bro. At least they got back Oladipo.
They're real filthy about James Harden and saying, I don't know. I don't think I could really give up Ben Simmons for James Harden. Now we were like, yo, now that we're looking at it.
Yeah, now you're looking at it. We should.
Ben doesn't move the needle like James Harden does.
Move what needle?
Bro, last year we were saying we was. Wasn't last
Harden
October
been
we were
more
like, yo.
successful than Simmons?
So if we swapped Ben and James Harden right now, the Nets are looking the exact same.
Yeah, we would have been.
No, the Nets might win. The Nets don't need scoring. The Nets need a defender. Like,
yes.
If you swap
I'll give you
They would never do that, but Ben would actually be a great fit for the Nets.
That would be a good fit.
Would be a great fit for us.
But if Kyrie,
James Harden's over there turning into he trying to be Rondo over there, you know?
Yeah. Everything that Harden is doing is what Simmons can do.
Score. Yeah, right. He's just choosing nonsense.
Last October, we were literally comparing James Harden to Ben Simmons, and we all would have been here on this panel. We would have agreed and said, like, yo,
it's like the stock market, bro.
That would have been evil trade.
It would have been the best trade. Hindsight, bro. That was literally Ben Simmons' highest value point. Was when James Harden was potentially being traded, and we were on some shit like,
Ben Simmons.
We might want to trade him. We might not. Whatever.
Ben Simmons' value is not low. Look, everybody knew he couldn't shoot the ball, and he proved he couldn't shoot the ball. So how is his value any lower? He's a top 5 defender in the league. The same way Harden's a top 5 offensive player. Like, his value, if his value was low, I think it's high. I think they'll trade him. I don't know what they'll get for him, but they'll trade him. They're not going to trade him to the West, though. They're not going to trade him to like a contender. I don't think they'll do that, but they'll trade him.
Shit, I hope we go to Sacramento. They got some California, and they got some young pieces. They got some pieces for us. You know what I'm saying? But let's not put this kid
Minnesota makes sense
on some team where he's gonna. I'm cool with that too. Minnesota really wants him.
Up in Minnesota.
That's not California,
I don't know who you give up, but if you can make that work, you have a solid mob.
That's a long way from California, T. Ben
Edwards,
Ben may not
Cat,
like that.
Russell.
Ben may not like that. He might get upset.
I don't think he has a cold weather personality, especially being Australian. But that will be a good basketball team.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna like that,
And then
man. You know these kids and their feelings these days, bro.
You
might
put
get
Ben
upset.
around a bunch of playmakers.
He might get upset. He might not want to show up.
Nah. I mean, I know the kid had a rough playoffs, and our generation, well, at least my generation, kind of sees this as whiny, and he's not toughing it out, manning it up, whatever. Like you got to do what's best for yourself.
This is when
My generation say it with your chest. You feel me? You got a problem, say it up front. Be real about it. Don't try to be all cool about it in front of everybody and act like you don't got a problem and then have some problems and then send a message to somebody else. That's whole shit.
So you want him to suit back up and keep playing?
On, man, I can't say that.
You want Ben Simmons to play again? Like you want him to be a happy Sixer?
No, I want him to say it with his chest.
The man picked where he wanted to go.
Say what with his chest, bro? Like what more do you want from Ben Simmons, man? Let that man go. Let him live his little fantasy in California.
I want him to say, hey, look, man, I didn't show up in the playoffs. Shit didn't work out between us and the team. It's too much bad blood. Not this, that, and the third, and just blame everybody else.
Nah.
You know damn well Ben Simmons ain't never gonna say that. He ain't never gonna come close to saying nothing like that.
Then he just another Carson Wentz to me, bro. Just another dude that ain't trying to own shit. He's just another dude that ain't own his own failures, bro. As a man, bro, you gotta own your own failures, bro. I don't care. And you gonna move on to your next situation, bro. You gotta be able to own that shit. I don't care. Like wherever he goes, unless he owns the fact that he failed, if he failed himself, he failed the team, he failed everybody, then he ain't never gonna grow. That's the facts, bro. And that's free therapy, Ben. You don't need a sports psychologist for that. That's free.
Oh man, Ben Simmons a failure. Yikes.
Yo, this is funny as hell because you really want Nick. You want him to hit you with a Tyrese. What more do you want from me?
And this is exactly what I hold up. This is exactly what I mean when I like Bryce say, run the tape.
Yo,
nobody asked Simone Biles to own up to her failures.
She did though. Mm-hmm. She did.
No,
she admitted how she was having. She admitted, bro. Admitting is the first step. They say, right? Ben Simmons ain't admit to shit. He ain't admit to shit. He didn't admit to shit. He showed up. He showed up, but he wasn't there, right? He showed up and just didn't show up at all in the stat sheet, bro. So he didn't own shit. He didn't admit to shit. You
wanted him to come out in the press conference and be like, man, I'm terrible, bro. I can't shoot. I was working on it, but I still suck.
At least, bro, I would have respected him more if he pulled the playoff P, and he would have said, you know what, I was having some mental health problems, and I was having a hard time, and I'm really struggling with my shooting, and I just really messed with my head, bro. Then I'll be like, damn, that's some real shit. I can respect that. I can see that. I can see what's going on, bro.
What if he come out and say, This org is corny. This city is corny. Meek Mills can't rap. I don't want to go. I want to leave Philly.
And hit him with the Meek Mills can't rap. Gilly, I see it when I see it.
Honestly, if he said that, I would respect that. As you know what I'm saying? I would respect that, bro. We like it direct.
He's not gonna say that. He's not gonna say that to these. He's not gonna say that to these nice and safe in Cali. He's not gonna say that to these well up out of Philly.
He ain't gonna say that nowhere because he got to come visit here. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you don't want that.
I mean, can you blame him though, bro? When your coach do you dirty and say, "Yeah, my boy ass," like he not even at the gym,
bro.
Like, when Doc Rivers threw him underneath the bus, like literally, how would you feel?
I would feel like I need to look at myself.
Nah, you'd be like, "Yo, man, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I'm out."
And that's the problem, bro. That's the problem.
It's not like the org stood next to this guy and said, "Hey, the kid had a tough playoff series. We love him. He's gonna bounce back, be better than ever." They left him out to dry, and now he wants to leave. So that's kind of cap. That's what you get with superstars, man. You kind of got to cater to them.
Bruh, if you a superstar, bro, then you need to rise up in big moments. So to me, he didn't make the mark on being a superstar, bro. So to have superstar demands, this shit don't add up, bro.
I love the 360 Nick right now, yo. My man's when we told him about Ben Simmons, my man
The
was super
360
tight.
Nick.
My
Hey.
man was ready to grab some black Air Forces, come to my crib and try to stop me out. Like, no, it ain't like that. I'm like, yo, bro, Ben Simmons and Embiid ain't working. My boy was like, he believed in it. Now look at my boy. What happened to the process?
Hey, it's been a long summer, G.
I feel you,
Man, we're not
Bobby.
trusting no process, man. Hey, let's move on to something more relevant than Ben Simmons. Fantasy football, man. It's fantasy football season. We got the gas league. I'm firing up the fantasy pick'em. I'm thinking about opening that up to the fans. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'm doing the Survivor League. You guys ever been in Survivor League? You know what that is?
I've never been in a Survivor League. I'm interested to hear about that, but I am more than down to open up the pick 'em to the fans. It could be me versus the world in the pick 'em, man. I know I'm top dog.
Whoa. Who won?
So we get,
Who won? Who won? Who won?
gee, that's not why we didn't. Nobody asked who won. Nobody asked that.
Who won?
Nobody-
Nah, cause you talking
All
like
right,
you
all
won.
right.
He's like, it could be me versus the league. Nah.
You talking
Go
like
ahead,
Ben Simmons.
go ahead and give G his flowers. I'll give G his flowers, look. But you ain't gonna run it back though.
Y'all
You're not
only
gonna run
beat
it
me
back.
because I only let y'all get to because I sucked that pick in Monday night games. I don't forget. I'm like, wait.
I was catching up with you though. G. You know, if I would have had 2 more weeks, I would have caught up with you.
Hey,
There was
look,
weeks where I didn't pick anything, bro, and I almost caught you. So that really says a lot.
Hey, look, this year, right? We stepping it up a notch, and it's going to be by point spread. It's not just going to be straight up. It's going to be point spread. So you really got to know your stuff. I am going to open it up to the public, and let's get as many folks in as possible. I don't care if it's 30, 40, 50. Let's get everybody to swear they know football, to swear they can pick winners. Let's get them in there. Let's see. And I'll put up the prize money. No interest free. I'll put up a prize money. Let's say $100 to the winner.
I'm with
if
it.
you're a degenerate gambler, you might as well.
You in trouble, bro. You in trouble, bro.
I fucks with y'all.
That point spread gonna mess you up, bro. Cause you be picking. You don't even.
We gonna see.
You don't
I'm a
even know.
degenerate gambler, so I know.
I'm ready for the point spread. I'm ready for the point spread. I like that better.
Point spread, Survivor League. That one typically doesn't go 16 weeks, but I'm opening that up to the public. It's the first time, so I won't do a prize for it. So just get everybody acclimated with it. But basically what it is every week you pick a team that you know for sure is going to win. If your team wins, you go to week 2. If your team loses, you're done.
You can
done.
pick that same team twice?
I thought you can't pick on the same team.
You cannot pick that same team twice. So you cannot ride the Chiefs to the championship. So there's strategy involved.
I'm with it.
So you're telling me I gotta pick like the Eagles to win a game?
One team to win a game
potentially
each week.
You don't have to pick the Eagles at all. There's 30.
And you can't and you can't use the same team twice. So you're gonna end up having to use half the league.
The same team twice. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use at least half the league.
Yeah, so there's some strategy. So one upset and you're done.
Yeah, pretty much like if your team's
football
going
is a
against
game
the
of
Lions,
upsets.
you want to pick them.
Right. So if you want to go Chiefs first and come back and pick a strong team like the Packers, maybe, I don't know. Then what's going to happen when you get to the other teams? You gotta pick the Browns. You gotta pick the Cowboys. So that's Survivor Leagues are typically better when there's like 100 people, but let's try to get as many people as possible and let's make this happen. Either way, we're gonna see how long we can ride this thing out.
Hey, drop that link on the Twitter. We're gonna repost it to the gas account.
Now I'm gonna drop the link. Basically, I'm gonna collect the email addresses and I'll drop the link too. So we're gonna get that started as soon as possible because I know the season's right around the corner.
Yeah, man. Season is around the corner.
So we got 3 leagues. Put a dub on it.
Fucking Bryce. Fucking Bryce in a dub.
Have my dub ready on the Jalen Hurts Cam Newton. Bet,
My god.
They already lost a dub on Cam Newton.
You too, Rome. The season ain't started yet.
That ain't even over. That ain't even over.
What?
That ain't over yet. Yeah, technically it ain't over yet. Cam
Cam's
Newton
gonna
might get
get
picked
picked up.
up.
Look.
Hey,
Go just rewind this and go listen to that first segment, man. I already broke all that down for y'all.
Cam not even on a
hey,
roster week 1. Y'all should pay that
right,
man
right.
40.
Things ain't looking
Yeah,
good
y'all
for
gotta,
you,
Wait,
you gotta
B.
give him his
wait.
money.
All right, so if Cam is not on a roster week 1 and then doesn't get on the roster till week 7, week 8, and still outplays Jalen Hurts, should
It's
I
not gonna
get
happen.
should I get 40 back then? Like, come on now.
Probably.
XFL touchdowns don't count, B.
XFL touchdowns. We gonna see.
Madden touchdowns don't count, B.
We gonna see.
Only
Cam is gonna
NFL,
be
bro.
Cam
Only
is gonna be on
NFL.
NFL Network
All those
Monday
preseason snaps
mornings.
that you watch, Rome B, they don't count.
We gonna see. Hey, Mac Jones is gonna be in for it, bro. He gonna be in for
Hey,
it
my man
All
Rome
rookie
said he
all the
watched
rookie
every
quarterbacks
snap
are
of
gonna
preseason
struggle a little
football.
bit. I'm curious
every
to see what
snap.
Lawrence does. I mean, who has the best first week as a rookie? Wilson, Lawrence, Matt.
That's a solid question. I would need
Lawrence.
to
That's Mac.
know who each player is playing against. To be honest,
I don't have to know who's playing against who. Trevor Lawrence got the best week.
no, he's not, bro.
I hate.
Yo.
I ain't gonna say I hate, but I'm not on the Urban Meyer bandwagon, so I'm not just
Bruh.
gonna say Trevor Lawrence.
Every report I've heard out of Jacksonville, they're about to be a train wreck, bro. They're about to be a train wreck. The players don't even like
He
what
plays
Urban Meyer is
Houston.
doing. It's way too collegey. Like it's not gonna be good for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's too
Trevor Lawrence
college-y. Oh, okay.
is gonna run right into being the next Andrew Luck.
Oh, so you mean to tell me that a quarterback that was just in college is going to have a problem with things being too collegey? Okay.
Not the quarterback, not the quarterback.
The
The
question
rest
was
of the
about the
team.
quarterback, wrong. It
The
was
rest
about
of
the
the team.
quarterback. It was
And my
about the
response
quarterback.
was that the
He didn't
rest
say
of the
who's going to
team.
win. He didn't say
Hey,
who's going to
Ron,
win,
let me
Trevor
slow you
Lawrence
down
is
just a little
not
bit.
gonna have a good week
I
1.
don't want you to lose another dub. The Jaguars open up with the Texans.
That's a
Yo.
dub. What are you talking about, bro? That's a dub.
I don't think he has a better week.
That might
The
be the
Jets
best
open
game
up
of the whole season.
with the Panthers.
I think Trey Lance has the best week 1. I think he
Trey
gets
Lance
in on
He's not even starting.
2 or I think he gets in on 2 or 3 series in his little packages, and he makes some magic happen. And I think by default he'll have the best week 1 because he'll have the smallest sample size.
You foolish, bro.
Yo, I got my money on the Jets quarterback to have the best week.
What?
Who's
Zach
the Jets
Wilson?
rookie quarterback?
Oh, I thought you said the
Zach
best
Wilson?
quarterback.
He plays Carolina the first week.
Yeah.
Pretty good defense.
Yeah, he'll probably have a better week than Jacksonville. Jacksonville don't even got an old line, bro.
What are you talking about, bro? Like,
Sunshine gonna be running for his life, bro. We're gonna see shots of him. He gonna be getting rocked. That hair gonna be waving in the air.
Bro,
It's gonna be bad for them.
Trevor Lawrence is gonna win that game easily, bro. Meanwhile, Zach Wilson, bro, Carolina's got really good defense, bro. He's gonna be running for his life, bro. He's gonna get sacked at least. He'll get sacked at least 3 times. And
Trevor Lawrence won't.
Lawrence will throw at least 2 touchdowns and he'll win.
This is
So
why
how
you gotta
about
watch
this?
preseason stuff.
Let's make
Trevor
this even
Lawrence
interesting
barely
for
made it
us,
through the
panel.
preseason.
The panel.
Bro, nobody
only
cares
gotta
about the
focus-
preseason except for you.
Yo, listen. For since we all some NFL guys, right? How about for our little survivor league, right? We only could pick quarterbacks that are rookies this year for the first week. Like we'll pick teams with rookie quarterbacks.
Nah.
Nah,
Come on, y'all talking
We might all be out the
spicy,
first
right?
week. We might all be out the first week.
Yeah, what are you talking about, bro? That's stupid.
We could pick between the Jets. We could pick Jacksonville.
Bruh.
And,
It's the survival league. It's already
You putting this joint on all Madden, bro.
and New England. We could pick New England. We could pick the Jets. We could pick Jacksonville. Yeah.
Hey, y'all were talking all that cap for Mac Jones earlier, and then I don't hear anybody picking him to have the best week 1.
Yeah.
I don't hear not one person picking Mac Jones to have the best week 1. But he's better than Cam Newton, though.
Bro, let it be known that I didn't say a single thing about Mac Jones during my whole statement about Cam Newton.
He said run the tape. He said run the tape.
It has everything to do. Yeah, run it back. It's right there, so you can see it. I didn't even mention Mac Jones during the whole statement.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that.
I'm bringing it back because it's not about Mac Jones. It has everything to do with Cam Newton.
So let me
Getting
ask you
washed up.
about Mac Jones then, while we're on the subject of rookie quarterbacks. What is Mac and Cheese about to do now that he replaced my man?
Who's he going against?
He plays.
Somebody got the
He
matchup.
got my.
They got the
Miami,
Dolphins week
They got the
one.
Dolphins. Mac
Favorable
versus Tua.
matchup. Favorable
In New
matchup.
England.
Hey,
In New
I say,
Mac.
since it's a Bill Belichick team, if he gets the dub against the Dolphins, I'm very optimistic for their season, bro. It doesn't matter his stats.
I would say look for Mac Jones to probably throw the ball maybe 20, 22 times a game. They're going to hand the ball off. They're going to check down the tight ends. They're not going to let Mac throw it all over the court, all over the field against the Dolphins.
Hey, what
The
do we think
Dolphins
about that
have a
matchup too? That's Alabama quarterback versus Alabama quarterback.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
the
a good
Dolphins
one
have
too.
a defense.
Dolphins
I
have a
don't-
better defense, I'd say, and they have a better team all around. So if the Patriots, that's what I say, if the Patriots win that game with Mac Jones, and Mac Jones doesn't throw an interception, I'd say it's a really good start.
You would say that they're back. You would say Belichick is back.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's a
Belichick
good
was
start.
never out. Belichick never lost it. What are y'all talking about?
I mean, did
Mac
he make playoffs last
Jones.
year?
Mac Jones is gonna throw at least 2 picks in that game. Y'all are bugging, bro. Like,
I don't
ain't
think he
no
does.
way Mac Jones
Yes.
survives that game without throwing an interception.
That's why I said if he
I won't
makes
even
it
say
out
that
without
they'll
a pick.
lose the game, but he's throwing a pick in that game. Even if they find a way to win, he's gonna throw a pick.
So you're picking them to win.
I didn't say that.
But
All
that's
right,
what I'm
all
saying.
right.
Let's pick a rookie starting quarterback team. I'm gonna go with
I
the
got
Jets
2 weeks
win
to
week
lock
one.
my picks in. I got 2
You
weeks to
do,
lock
you
my
do.
picks in.
And looking at the week one matchups, I don't know where I want to go. Buccaneers against Cowboys seems like a short bet, but then I lose the opportunity to pick Tom Brady the rest of the way. So
Yeah.
that's what makes the Survivor League so special. It's so different. Like you just never know, man. It's truly any given Sunday in that league.
Bro,
And
I'm picking the Jets week one. The Jets. I'm going with the Jets. Mark me, take me down for the Jets. I got the Jets winning week one.
Who they going
Okay,
against?
I don't
we're
think
gonna have to
The
fire
Panthers.
G's
they
fantasy
got
corner up.
Carolina.
The
No, I like
Panthers.
Carolina. I think Carolina's a team that people are sleeping on this year. I think they do well.
Bro, y'all was fucking 50 about Sam Darnold not too long ago.
Bro, Sam Darnold played for the Jets. You don't think he wants to show them that he's actually not scrub?
You don't think the Jets want to show the world why they let him go?
Exactly. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I don't think the Jets are capable of showing us anything. They
I
never.
like the Jets coaching staff.
I
like that
the
they got
Jets.
a gunslinger quarterback.
Oh, because they got your boy, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
your
like
boy.
I like
Your boy.
I like the Jets coaching staff
The
as
defense
well.
might be decent. Defense might be good this year, but your offense.
I like the Jets coaching staff more than I like the Panthers coaching staff. I don't know. I like the quarterback on the Panthers more though, and I think I like the defense overall a little bit better. I think it's going to be an uphill battle for the Jets.
I think the Panthers have one of the best offensive coaching staffs and coaching systems in the league. So I think they're going to put up like 30 points on the Jets defense.
I'm not a Matt Rule guy, but
I can't
Big
get with
fan.
that rule.
Big fan. And Brady. I think his name's Matt Brady or something like that.
Matt Rule hasn't won at any level, so I can't get behind that guy. But let's get into some culture. Man. And the biggest thing I've seen outside of Bishop Sycamore this weekend was the battle. I guess rap is a sport in itself, right? But Kanye and Drake, they had a little arms war, and Kanye dropped first. He dropped Donda. Did everybody get to hear it by now?
Yeah,
I've been-
Rome, I
I've
know
been-
you heard it. Scruff, I know you heard some tracks. G, you heard Donda?
I didn't catch the whole. I only listened like a couple of songs. Right now I'm rocking with
Couple.
Off the Grid. That joint go hard.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like
Yeah.
track 3, I think, maybe 4.
It's tough. It's tough.
So
Like-
I'm not even giving my opinion. Rome, I know you listened to the whole thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go first, man. How do you feel about Donda, Kanye West, the whole thing?
Yeah, man. I was actually listening to that joint on the way to work today again. I think it's probably Kanye's. I mean, he's dropped some random albums at this point. I want to say it's his best album in a little while. I don't want to compare it to his other albums just yet, but I definitely like where he's coming from. It is different though, because it feels like he's kind of mixed his like church side with his actual rap side, and it's coming across a little bit better to me than it has before. Some of the stuff before kind of came across kind of, I don't know, like he was just trying to mix two worlds that didn't really mix. But this has like the right blend. The production is crazy. I love the choice of rappers. I'm mad he left Big Draco off the controller drone, the remote control drone. Man, that needs the Soldier Boy verse. It really
Big
does.
Draco. Big Draco
Um,
was upset about that.
and he should be, man. I need that Soldier Boy verse on that.
Bro,
But
y'all
yeah,
capping.
it's a solid album, bruh. It's a solid album, man. I'm
Yeah.
interested to hear what people think about it. Because Kanye is an iconic figure outside of music, and he's done and said a lot of crazy things that I couldn't co-sign myself. But looking at him as a rapper, and judging him as an artist, I definitely like what I'm hearing. Donda,
So so
Donda, Donda.
so if you haven't heard the first track, you know what I'm saying, my man Brooks just dropped that for you. That's the entire first track. Donda.
Gave
Are
you
you
all the
serious?
Donda.
Yeah.
It's the intro.
Yeah.
It's like a chant or something. I skipped it.
It's like a chance. Like the album kind of reads as a dedication to his mother. But before I get into it, Scruff, how you feel? I know you might not have heard it all, but how you feel about it?
Nah, I got pretty far. Like it's 27 tracks, right? I got
Yeah,
through like
27.
25.
Oh,
I
damn.
got to what's track am I on? I'm on Jail Part 2.
Jail 2.
Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
I'll tell you this, man. The album was full of surprises for me, bro. I mean, first thing like I passed the Donda intro or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, these songs are popping, and then I'm just like hearing people in the songs. I'm thinking I didn't see anybody, feature this, feature that. So I was very surprised to hear like several featurings. I couldn't even tell you all of them, but they were all like star-studded. I think I remember hearing Little Baby. I really just listened to it straight through in the order that it was given. And I think that's how you should really listen to albums anyway, in the first place, at least the first time anyway. So I don't really know what the names of the songs are or whatever. But I'll tell you that there was Joan with Little Baby. I don't even remember if that was the same song that also had like The Weeknd on it.
Yeah,
and then
it was.
that was an incredible
Hurricane. That shit is fire, bro.
Yeah, that
I
joint
forgot
was
about
tough,
that joint.
bro. That joint was tough,
Oh.
bro. Off grid joint. I don't know some super hard bars they spit. But
Yeah.
I can't even tell you, bro. But it was so many great featurings across the board, and the fact that they were like, I didn't know Hove was on the album. That was the first one, and I'm just like, whoa, that Hove. I thought y'all wasn't cool and shit. And then they talking about Jesus and Moses and Easy and Hove, and I'm like, oh man, I'm getting in the fields and shit because I grew up on that, so I'm like, damn, okay. So this is starting to hit different for me, and then I'm just hearing all types of, and then the joint with the Lauryn Hill sample. I love Lauryn Hill, bro, and then that song that just so soulful, bro. A lot of the messages were just hitting for me. I relate to Kanye a lot, bro. I'm not to get some zodiac shit, but like, man, he a Pisces moon, I'm a Pisces moon. We be rattling shit off, man. We be going nuts sometimes, bro. But like, we just really straightforward people and shit. We got good hearts. And sometimes we empathize. So sometimes we gotta disconnect from the world and we gotta spaz out. But that's just how it is, man. That's why I appreciate Kanye. So I can feel it, man. We got troubled. I felt like it was partially, at moments, I felt like he was on some diary shit. I felt like he was, I didn't really listen to the lyrics all the way, but it felt like during parts of it, he was like, venting, about some of the things that he's probably been going through. But the best music comes from feelings. Some of the realest feelings are pain, emotion, heartbreak. Happiness is a great emotion too, but sometimes the better music is the other shit. So good stuff. And like I said, it was a good balance of like soulful. It was very refreshing for me. I'm not. It's not the other one. Some Jones were a little. The original gospel was a little too churchy for me. This was still young Kanye, but it was soulful. It was a good mix, bro. I'm not ready to rank it amongst any of the albums, but it was definitely in the good list of albums, not the ones that I don't really listen to. So it's in there somewhere. But so
both of y'all liked it. I mean, that's cool. Like, I'll say this. I was ready to come tear the album up, but I think y'all kind of won me over. The Hurricane track is crazy. Um, I didn't know what you said. He was a spicy moon. I didn't know that, but like I could kind of see that.
Pisces.
Oh, Pisces.
The two
Okay.
fish. The two fish.
Oh, all right.
You feel me?
You know,
One
I'm
fish
not.
is
The core
swimming.
fishes.
Yeah, they say two fishes. One fish is swimming out there in a whole nother universe, and this one's over here. That's why I'll be spacing
My
out.
bad. We ain't have astrology in the '90s, but I'm with it. I'm with it. But I thought the album was okay. I thought the album was okay. It kind of, to me, it kind of felt like a little bit of all the other albums combined in pieces. Like I
Yeah.
got a little College Dropout, I got a little 808s, I got a little My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy. So I mean, I think there was something there for everybody. To me, 27 tracks is just too much. I mean, I guess if it's not streaming era back in my day, that's a double disc. So if I split it into two parts, I don't know. I think they probably could have consolidated and made it one part. I feel like some of these songs might not have made it onto some of his other albums, but overall, it's a decent body of work. And like you said, it might not be his best album, but it will definitely go on the good side. And it has more replay value than I thought. I listened to it for like a third time. It has more replay value than I thought. But Drake's album is going to kill it. That's kind of what I walked away from. Every listen, and probably because there was such a lead up and dropping Drake's address and, you know, Drake laughing and Drake dropping the album art with the pregnant emojis. Like, all I could think was Drake's album is probably going to kill this Kanye album. But at the same time, killing this album up front, Kanye's album may last. Like, the lyrics in this album are more meaningful, and probably because, you know what I'm saying, the passion behind it. It was dedicated to his mother and that sort of thing. So I'm not mad at it. I can never be mad at good music. I'm a Kanye fan. If you see me, 99% of the time I got on Yeezys. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
I think when Drake's album drops, which what is it, this Friday, I think we'll completely forget about Kanye's album for like a month or so. But like you say, like
Shit, a month.
Kanye's
Wow, that's
album,
tough.
Kanye's album will stand the test of time though. Like when Drake drops, this would probably just be another fire Drake album that will just be like, oh yeah, remember that summer where Drake dropped that hot ass album. And then with Kanye though, you'll be like, yeah, Donda was different. You know what I mean? So, but I tend to agree with you on that, T. I think Drake's gonna drop some shit that'll have us on a whole nother wave. We ain't gonna be
I got a question.
Donda.
Did Apple put the explicit version? Because now they put the explicit version. I know they had the clean cut version. And I think
Kanye only has a clean. I'm not sure. I would have to look into that.
Spotify. The version I have, I don't think it's clean.
I thought Kanye was on some we're muting the curses type.
Yeah, because every time they curse, they'll bleep it out for a second. I'm like, is this the only clean cut version?
Yeah, that was
a clean cut version.
Detoxify your mind, G. You don't need all that.
Detox your brain.
I need all that. I need all that. I need all the smoke.
Maybe he didn't feel like cursing, bro. Maybe
I need all the
cursing, bro. Maybe he didn't feel like it today. I mean,
I don't know.
Come on, man. That's a fellow Pisces spoon. You got to take it from
I'm saying though, because I'm gonna give Fabio Foreign some props because that track Off the Grid, he bodied that shit. And anybody on that track, Fabio Foreign bodied that shit. I'm like, wow. So I'm like, all right.
Is that who that was? I didn't know who that was.
Yeah,
you made a good point, man. Like each track, I was kind of starting to expect somebody, and sometimes it wasn't another verse, but like it was cool. It was almost like a little gift in each song. Jay Electronica's on there, Ho's on there, Playboy Cardi's on there, the Baby's on there. So it's like it's relevant artists.
I like the range too, man. Like I didn't expect to hear Playboy Cardi on Kanye's album. I didn't see that coming at all, bro. And I wanted the Soulja Boy verse, but I wasn't mad at the Thug verse.
I wasn't mad at anybody's verse.
How about track number 16, the one with Griselda? Did they body it?
Don't remember. It was a lot. I got 27 tracks. I got lost in the middle.
Yeah, there's so many songs.
Killed it though. Like Rick said, Fabio verse.
And again, I didn't know who was. I didn't know who was
the best verse on the album to me.
That
red cap line was fire, bro.
He wasn't trying to have the best verse because if he wanted to have the best verse, he would have had the best verse now.
Hove tossed him a throwaway, man.
He did. He did
he
talk
didn't want to
to
outshine. He didn't want to outshine. You feel me?
I get it.
You
I
know?
get it.
He had
I
hit
get
him
it.
with the finger roll flow.
But I feel like, I remember Scruffy was talking about like accountability and all of that. I think like Kanye had to get through this to get to wherever he's going next. You know what I'm saying? And I think that next album, that next project, whatever it is going to be even more crazy. But I think he had to do this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll say
Now
this
that
about
he-
the Drake thing. Drake's album is gonna like when you right, Ron. Like Drake's album is gonna drop, and it's gonna be like everybody's gonna be like everybody's new shit for like a couple weeks, maybe
at least a month,
couple months, probably 3 months, really. But
Probably
I think over the next
about a year for me.
It's gonna over the long term, though. I think Kanye's album I don't know, we'll see, but I think it's gonna have more longevity. Drake's albums, the last couple albums that Drake's dropped, they were like okay to me, like like they were good at the time. But then after that, it's like they don't have as much replay value to me, except for the really good Drake albums, like the Thank Me Later, John. That was really good.
what's done after that?
Is too late.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
If you're reading this, is too late. Was my favorite.
Take care.
Take care was really good.
I can replay that.
I wasn't really a big fan of Scorpion. I wasn't really a big fan of that album.
That's iffy. That's
I wasn't really a big fan.
More Life. I'm a fan of
More Life.
More Life was good though. I like Island for vibes for Drake. That's good.
Drake doesn't have a bad album to me, man. It's never a bad vibe you throw some Drake on.
It's never a bad vibe, but Scorpion was like, like for whole like equivalent Scorpion in Drake's discography to like Kingdom Come in like Jay-Z's discography.
Shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that.
Like it's just like
damn.
Drake's best album to me was Nothing Was the Same. By the way,
that's a good album.
Was his best.
That's a really good album.
It was just so much like
with the face of the clouds.
Yeah, bro. He was just coming. He was singing hard on that, John. I respected it.
Well, do you consider So Far Gone
wasn't that good either?
Yeah, I mean, So Far Gone is probably his best work.
Probably the best thing he ever did. But
yeah, I think that's his best work.
The original mixtape, actually, it was like back when CDs were out, and I had my homegirl's oldest sister had the CD, and we took it from her, and we had it for the whole summer. We gave it back to her when we went to college, and we were like, here. And she was like, what? And I just remember that one John on the track where he was like, fellas will get the album and say they got it from their sister. And I was like, no, you ain't lying, bro. I got it. Didn't get it from my sister, bro. But Drake is good. But yeah.
So if he doesn't beat this album, we're going to say that Drake album was trash then? Because he's going to go get some hype right now. The Kanye hype is up there.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't think his hype was up there that much because when the album dropped whenever, and I didn't even listen to it till today. But also, I live under a rock, so
it was some pretty big buzz because he rented out the Mercedes Stadium or whatever, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He was doing listening parties and changing songs and put his childhood, like they rebuilt his childhood house in there. He was spending a lot of money. I heard he was making money.
Kim Kardashian came back in a wedding dress for all of it and was a part of the performance.
Kim Kardashian also posted a screenshot of her listening to the album, but the volume was turned down.
What?
Yeah, I don't think she did that on purpose. I think she was trying to support her, her children's father. But like, she posted screenshots of listening to the album, but like the volume was turned to nothing. Mute.
Like all the way to
what
the
a
end,
genius.
bro.
That means she wasn't really listening to it.
I mean, she was trying to support, man. I'm not.
That means she was just doing it out of obligation. That's what it tells me.
Yeah, she probably felt obligated to support
her.
You
never do that? Somebody be like, yo, post this. You be like, you might do it, but you be like, just do it real quick. All right, and you just do that shit. You ain't really like go, you ain't really do it.
But I don't know. I don't know. I think Kanye's he appears to be in a better place. I don't know if he's in a good place. I really haven't heard him talk too much. I think he will. Once the world opens up, maybe a tour. But for now, the music was fine. The music was all right.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
and I will say, listen to it in your whip. Scruff, I don't know where you listen to it at, but like
Yeah,
play it in the
listen to
whip.
it in the whip.
Yeah, it was
I was
better.
thinking that. I wish I would have known about. I wish I would have actually thought about it earlier in the weekend. I had hella long drives. I would have definitely got right to that. I was
Yeah,
listening to it in my beats though, so
that's
it's
good enough.
not
Nah, the
quite the
beat's
same.
legit.
But
The beat's
Yeah.
legit.
yeah, nah. But the ride on the thing about the
The
car
ride.
driving is like when you have a good song, all of a sudden you're going like fucking 95.
No capri, no
Nah,
capri, no
it
cap.
made a difference though. It made a difference to the
Doing
way
the
I felt about the
digital
album.
dash.
You know, like when you're driving to an old, like I was driving to Shuffle. Like, you know, I went to DC this weekend, you know, I came back. I'm driving on Shuffle, you know? I'm driving like 65 on Shuffle, you know what I'm saying? I heard all these songs before. You know what I mean? If I would have played the Yay Joint, I probably would have been, you know what I mean? Like, I would have probably got home in like 2 hours.
Oh man, I'm
Yo,
glad
quick
to see you
question.
made
So
it
can
home though, man.
can
That was a good night. That was a good night. You know,
can I
we
work
got
out to
together.
this? Can I work out to this album? That's all I want to ask you three. Can I work out to this album?
Nah,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe a few tracks.
Yeah, maybe a few tracks.
Cardio.
Yeah,
I
if you
wouldn't
on the bike,
recommend it though.
Cardio for sure.
you're definitely not about the bench to the Donda.
It ain't the
Donda.
bench, though.
I was about to say, you feel me?
Donda.
Tomorrow's chest day
Nah.
for me, so I'm like,
Yeah, this
can I
not
get
chest
a
day
rapping?
music, man.
Oh damn, that's
This
like
is
that's
cut
tough
this
as
is
fuck.
cut day. You know what I'm saying? We can get a lot of cardio in.
I don't know. I think
How
you could
about
give it a shot.
how about waking
I'll
up
say
on
this. I'll say
Sunday
this.
morning?
If you
Can I
like
clean
ultra
to this
light
on Sunday
beam,
morning?
It's definitely a morning. I feel
definitely
like it's
Sunday
a great
morning.
morning. It's a great morning playlist.
Great morning.
Yeah. If you like
Definitely
ultra
something to
light
wake up
beam,
to.
you'll like this album.
Yeah, ultralight beams like on my alarm clock.
Yeah, you'll like this album.
What Jada Kiss said? Do I break a bud on the CD or can I smoke
Yo,
to it?
isn't the locks on the last track? Did I
I didn't
forget
get that
that?
far.
Am I making that up to you? The locks is on the last track, ain't they?
He's in it.
I
Yeah,
didn't get that
they're
far.
in there. That's the
I
last
think
song.
he
They
is.
came out
I
of-
think
How do you
yeah.
know all the
Yeah.
features, G? What do you got a feature list or something? You got
Yeah,
something I
I
don't?
got it right now. I got the feature list right. I got the feature list right here. I got it right
Oh,
here.
I see,
You weren't
I
supposed
see,
to get
I
the
see.
feature list, G.
Yeah.
I got you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yo, what am I listening to? Like,
Nah,
I
bro.
like
Well, I
that.
didn't know. Listen to it organically. That's how I did.
Yeah, the
But
the features are supposed to be a
like,
surprise.
remember when Jada Kiss say that we break butt up on this shit? Do I break up butt up on this shit? Do I smoke to it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what am I
So-
doing with this? That's
You
what I'm
definitely
asking you,
smoke
man.
to it. You definitely
I
smoke
can
to
smoke
it.
to it. I bet.
You smoke it, smoke and think about your life and life in all aspects, and you know.
See, this is the gas review. That's what we're trying to let the people know. You feel me? We're not breaking butt on it. We smoking to it.
I was in a deep reflective state after listening to it.
You know what I'm saying? I give it about 3.5 stars.
Out of
3.5 stars.
Out of
Out of 5?
Out of 5.
I think
Yeah,
5 stars.
I'm probably
is a little
around there.
shorter,
I'm probably around there. 3.5. Yeah.
I'll give it a 4 star.
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. I'm not mad at 4.
It's so long. It's hard for me to give it a 4, bro. Like
I
it's
think
just
that's
long.
the problem, man. It's 27 tracks. It's almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a long album.
God damn.
Yeah, man.
I could do a whole shift. All right, bet. So you got it from Gas People. You got a 5 from me. You got a 2, 3.5
Pop
from
Smoke's
the
on there.
folks.
Somebody like.
Oh, he got the Wu King in there. Oh shit.
Yeah, he got it's so I forgot Pop was on. Yo, yeah, nah. I forgot some of the features, bro. It's so many.
It was outrageous amount of great features, like star
Yeah,
studded.
normally when it's that many features, I feel like it comes across corny, but this came across like it's fire.
I think if
split it in half, give it 2 grades because y'all give him disrespect like he didn't give y'all more greatness to listen to. Oh, it's too much.
All right, if I'm gonna treat it like a double disc, I probably like the first half better than I like the second half.
Yeah, if it's a double disc, I could go 4 because that first half. If I'm just giving it the first half by itself, yeah, that shit fire.
All right.
It was good, man. It was good. It was so good that like it actually parts of the song reminded me like the one John I forget what song it was, but it reminded me of the song on Kid Cudi's album. It was like
Yo, Cuddy's on this joint too. See, you just name rappers, and I'm like, yo, they're on this album.
I mean, 2 hours you can get the whole industry.
yeah, bro. If you're not on this album, you fucked up, man. You did something wrong.
You see, that's why Soulja Boy ain't on the album because Soulja Boy ain't standing up to none of these guys, bro. I'm not out here trying to listen to Soulja Boy rap.
Team Kanye, man. Team Kanye. Sorry, T. I don't know what happened to you, bro. Team Kanye. Team Ye, bro. Team Ye. We not with that old shit, man.
That 3.5 got him kicked out. That's spicy.
We not with it. We not with it. Hey, Team Ye, bro. That's all I gotta say. Team Ye.
Man, my man said he's not listening to Drake for the first week. He gonna let the hype run out.
Bro, you can't escape Drake, bro. You go on Twitter, everybody Instagram caption for the next 3 months is gonna be Drake.
Let's put it out there right now. I am not trying to have you ladies put up no Drake quotes when that shit drops. Y'all not about to ruin that album for me. Because it's about to be like 8 ladies throwing that.
You know it's going down. Yeah, bro, when he dropped that lemon pepper freestyle, that's all I seen for 4 days.
Oh, bro, I am done. Y'all got to give us at least a month without no Drake quotes. Y'all about to ruin that shit.
Nah, I need all the Drake quotes.
Oh, my God. It's about to get super. Yo, Instagram's about to be all in feelings, bro. I could already see it.
I need all the Drake quotes.
Kanye does do better all-star tracks than DJ Khaled. That Kanye album was better than any DJ Khaled album.
Yeah, Kanye has all of them good music, Johns, that he did. Remember the John he did, Champions? That was a great song.
Yo, that was fire.
Yes.
Yeah, with Gucci. He said, Gucci want it down, they want it down. Gucci make it down. Yo, shout out my man Gucci, man, dog.
Bird.
All right, man. Great episode, man. Yeah, shout out Gucci, man. Petty. He was petty as hell on that verses. So but we forgot about it now. We forget. It's all forgiven now, dog. But yeah, man. Shout out Gucci, man. Shout out Kanye. Shout out Drake. We looking at Drake next week when he drops. We see what happens, man. We'll be here to review the Drake album as well, man. And even better, man, we got fantasy football around the corner, man. Go ahead, jump in the gas league if you're already in the league. I think you're probably already too late. But draft is going to be next week, next Wednesday. So everybody get ready for the draft, man. We might be doing something a little live for y'all, maybe. Maybe have a little parlay where everybody could just live draft with the whole gang. So next Wednesday, if y'all want, we could have everybody in the league. We could draft together, and we can make it a live broadcast. If that's something y'all want to do, let me know.
And we're not gonna do that whole 3-day draft that we did that 1 year, right? Last year, I hated you guys for that. I'm like, it took us 5 days to draft.
Was that the gas league?
Yeah, that was. I think.
Oh my God!
We ain't doing that shit live.
Yo, it was 5 days drafted. I'm like, yo, what is going on here?
Well, that means that y'all gotta be ready. I was in this draft yesterday, and the joint was like literally 1 minute rounds. I'm just like, oh snap! Like I can't even miss a beat. Like if I missed
that's what I like.
My phone died, bro. Phone died in the middle of my pick, bro. I was about to get Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith back to back, and I ended up with Joe Carter or something like that. Hopefully, he ended up
Joe Carter.
Joe Carter I think his name is Joe Carter from the Jets, the running back.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you don't listen to Nick, because you let your phone be on 10% the whole day. You don't do that when it's draft day. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Gotta have that charger.
Gotta have that portable charger.
I really screwed myself on that one, but it's all good. It's all good, man. Hey, man, you live and you learn.
Derrick Henry first pick overall.
You live and you learn and you watch gas. These are the facts of life, bro. These are the facts of life. So, another great episode in the books, fellas. You know how we signed off, man. Sports for the culture.
Deportes para la
locura. Sports for the culture.